Welcome back to SUPing About. Just a quick video here on 5 tips for beginners getting out into the board for the first time. My number 1 tip, check the wind. There are many wind apps and it's just so important that you're safe and that you're as safe as you possibly can. So always before you go and paddle, check the wind apps. We'll put some links in the description below to some apps that we would suggest, but also some guidance on how to read the winds. Bear in mind, even when you do read the wind and you do prepare really well, you can still get down to the beach sometimes and find that the wind's shifted. The ones you've really got to watch out for are the offshores. So today when we were paddling, we actually had an offshore, so we've stayed really close to the shore. Number 2, always use a leg rope. Absolutely essential. It is amazing how quickly the board can get away from you if you happen to fall in, hit by a wave and you fall in. It's incredible. There are lots of videos, I'll link to some of them down below, where leg ropes haven't been on and people have fallen off and the board has just shot away from them, and it's quite scary. Number 3, personal flotation device. So this one I have with me today is one that I can wear around my waist and pull the cord if I do fall in. I also have a vest, personal flotation vest as well. I like the waistband because it just works better for me. I'm more confident getting back up on the board if I fall in when I've only got a waistband, whereas sometimes the life vests I find quite difficult. Number 4 tip would be, don't do what I'm doing here. Hang on, I've got to turn it round. Don't do that. So don't put your board down in the sand or on a hard surface with the fin down. That is for obvious reasons, because you would not believe how many times you step on the board and then you squish the fin and you bend the fin or you break the fin, and that's not a good idea. Finally, number 5 tip for getting on the board the first time, and actually I'm going to go with 6 tips, but number 5 for me as a beginner would be that I generally started out by not paddling alone, so I would always have someone with me. And I think that's absolutely essential for my confidence and my feeling of safety. Yeah, I can swim pretty well actually, but I'm not terribly fit, so I might not be able to swim confidently back to shore, but also the shock that I get when I fall in the water, especially cold water, can also take your breath away, and that would probably freak me out, to be really honest with you. So you'll see in a lot of my videos that I've posted that I stay pretty close to the shore. If I go out by myself, absolutely stay close to the shore. Always wear my vest, even in conditions where I'm not very far out. So paddling with Simon, I always paddle with him if it's an area that I'm not used to, or perhaps the conditions are more challenging, so paddling with a buddy. And the final thing I would suggest for beginners is watch other videos. You can learn a lot from watching other YouTube videos with beginner tips and tricks, but one of the ones that I struggled with as a beginner is knowing which way up to face my paddle out. So clearly, just put that down there for a second, I use the teaspoon analogy. And that is, I always think of the paddle as a teaspoon. Can you see that? Let's see. As the paddle as a teaspoon. And so the bit that's like the spoon, that is the bit that's facing out into the water. I found this infographic from Starboard Sup really useful. You might be able to look that up as well on the internet. So that's all the tips and tricks for today, but we will certainly do more videos like this into the future. Don't forget to look down in the description for some links to some videos that I found particularly useful as I was learning to get out there and on the board. And most importantly of all, go out there and have a lot of fun, and know that every time you get out there, you'll be getting more and more confident. So have lots of fun, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.